1 for 47 from 18 overs.
That's 3. And that's 4. And bowlers hate that. They really do.
Well, he shouldn't be too worried. He's got an outside edge. He should be encouraged by the fact that he's managed to find the outside edge of Misbah's bat.
I think he's run that. Oh, it's actually a fairly good stroke. Look at that. Just guided down, played it under his eyes. It's not what you'd call opening batting against a new ball, but he's not an opening batsman. And again, and the same result. I'll give you this one, Mac. This was an outside edge.
Well, that will frustrate Arnell. Turner Road. But there's enough encouragement. There's enough movement just to keep Arnell interested. Again, play with soft hands. Played it really well. Ball went straight into the ground. Didn't go hard at it. And it just raced away. So really there was a little trouble there. Played a little bit away from the body, but pretty much in control. And yet at the outside of the edge. But
it was on the edge.
It's nicely turned away. That beautiful piece of timing. 4 runs.
Looking for some swing, Southey. None there. Yunus Khan, well, he's looking in good touch now. Really are looking comfortable, these Pakistani batsmen, playing very, very well.
Oh, it's a lovely drive. Really is. Beautifully timed. And 4 more. 50 up for Yunus Khan. Really well played.
Exactly 50 runs for Yunus Khan, 102 deliveries, 158 credits at the crease, 8 fours, 52 Yunus Khan.
Pakistani players will be very, very happy with Yunus Khan. Chris Martin was getting a hint to swing. He's thrown it up there, and it's straight up and down. And he's happy with that. The follow-through illustrates that.
Should be another couple for Misbah-ul-Haq. Francis?
Yes, Hanif's only a short man. The glare and reflection from the pitch. During his innings, layers of skin peeled off beneath his eyes until they bled.
It's gone away through that gap again at third man, and that'll be 4 more. For Misbah, he moves through to 48.
Well, when Hanif was eventually out for 337, he was just 28 short of passing Len Hunt's world test record of 364. But as we heard yesterday, later in the series, Gary Sobers took the record, and it was when Hanif was bowling, as we mentioned yesterday, he switched from left to right arm in the same over. So a lot of interesting things in that series.
Fantastic, Francis. Now, just got to be careful here, Tim Southey, not to get carried away with it. Again, that is just beautiful timing. 100 partnership up, and it'll be another boundary for Yunus Khan.
Brings up the 100-run partnership between Yunus Khan and Misbah-ul-Haq.
It's a replay of an earlier shot. Martin still looking for that swing. That's the same result. It's just a push. And Chris Martin can only think about that. Bit of head scratching going on out there, Dooley.
That's a misfield, and it'll race away for 4 too. So a little bit ragged here from the New Zealanders, and Pakistan looking like they're getting on top. 50 runs now for Misbah. He brings up his 5th test match half-century in a row.
It's an outstanding effort, isn't it? 105 balls, and the captain leading from the front again. Oh, perhaps a dodgy bounce, but Williamson will be disappointed in that. A little bit of width. That's a good shot by Misbah. Frustration for Southey, and well played Misbah-ul-Haq. Terrific innings.
Your body goes down the wicket. Oh, that's a lovely shot as well. It's a half volley, but they're beautifully put away from Misbah.
Yeah, it's a wide half volley put away.
So losing the battle, Misbah is on top. He's moved through to 56. Joined Yunus Khan. It's 255 for 3.
But I don't think there's any room for it.
Yeah, I wish I'm a bit with you, Smithy. At the moment,
Oh, that's not a bad delivery. Not the sort of shot you expect from Yunus Khan, to be honest. Maybe he's trying to just ramp it away down to third man. I'm not sure.
On a couple of occasions now, he's looked just a little bit loose, and he's just telling Misbah like it just died on him. Had a tennis ball-like bounce, that delivery, but got Yunus Khan in an awkward position. Chris Martin, they ask him, how is he feeling?
That's clipped away on the leg side.
Maybe it's time for a bit of a dose of James Franklin. He's been fielding the ball all day today, not been in action.
Here's Franklin after the ball. He won't be concerned about the wind, Rameez. He's from here.
He's a local lad, is he?
He is, yep. There was a bit of a sound there, but obviously clipping the pad. The bowler certainly wasn't interested. Neither really was the keeper.
I think it got to the keeper on the bounce, because the slip cordon got extremely excited by this. Yeah, a lot of yes, on the bounce to the keeper. So even if there was an edge, it would have meant nothing in the end.
I would be so. I mean, a point would have stopped that single, for instance, an orthodox point. I would be so frustrated.
Good fielding. Martin Guptill, very, very sharp, as we saw last night with that catch.
Yes, very acrobatic, and great to see Martin Guptill through with his left hand. Anticipates the ball beautifully.
What we're going to try and do here, Rameez is going to be the artist, and I'm going to try and explain here the danger area.
Well, it's nice work for the batsman, knowing exactly where the danger area exists. There are little guidelines, just the little white marks either side of the stumps. That's good placement there. He just got back, used the crease, and whipped it into a gap.
Rick, I'm interested from a former left-arm spinner on a wicket like this. You know, do you come in at a pace like Dan, who usually bowls 84, 85 kilometres an hour?
Well, there's some width there, and that is a beautiful cover drive. I guess it helps when you can deliver it at 150k though, doesn't it, Shane?
Well, the width plan didn't work, but I think that's pace is beside the point. It's you're working to a purpose. And so if that doesn't, and you manipulate your field to help that purpose.
There was some interest there, but it was steered away quite nicely by Misbah, and they'll have 4 more. 280 for 3. That's a good stroke there. Onto the practice pitches and away for 4. Hard to chase them down once they get there. Well, the answer is maybe you would compact your game plan, but if you get a short, wide one like this with plenty of time on a plastic surface, you'd be a fool not to put it away for 4. Early call for 2, and they should get it. Yeah, the key is not to, just because you're trying to get through to a break, to get negative, to think negatively, to get overly defensive. I think you still have to be aware of your scoring areas, but just maybe you take a scoring area out. Interest there is an inside edge. They're very, very keen. They've got one just before the tea break. Daniel Vettoria's finally got a wee mistake. He's got a little inside edge, and New Zealand have broken this very good partnership.
Well, Eunice Khan doesn't look happy. There's a lot of looking back at the umpire. He's been plugging away for a long time, Vettori. And Eunice Khan departs for a well-made 73, Pakistan, 286 for 4 at tea.
Yep, so that wicket brings on the tea break. Poor old Eunice Khan. Yet another illustration of why the DRS must be brought in, because that's just unfair and unjust, and it's happened far too often in this series. However, New Zealand will take that. They desperately needed a wicket, and they got it with the final ball before tea. A ball that made it the final ball before tea. Eunice Khan out for a very nice 73.